Hi again, everybody. In this video tutorial, I'm going to go over the quick steps for creating a brand new project in Adobe Premiere Pro. And we will be using the Creative Cloud version. That's what you're going to be experiencing in room 132. The Grady Lab on the 4th floor has this version and many of the other Grady locations. So I've opened up Premiere Pro. I saw it right here on the dock on my computer. If you don't see it on the dock at your workstation, just use the Finder to go to the Applications folder and look for it in there. It doesn't hurt to drag an alias down to the dock as well while you're at it. All right, here's what you're going to see on the welcome screen. You're going to have a couple of things from Creative Cloud up here. It's going to ask you if you want to open a recent project, and you'll see a folder which you could open and then navigate through some of the old projects on your drive. Or you might even see a list down here. There's nothing on it on my machine right now, but a list of previous projects that this computer has been using. So I don't have them now, but you might see a list there. Other place to go is right here where it says create a new one, and that's what we're going to be doing. Just to backtrack a tiny bit, keep in mind that from the previous videos, I've already prepped my hard drive by creating a folder in the folder system for this specific project for 2014, obviously in the month of September. I already at least started with the template folder, duplicated it, and created one called B-roll sequence. I've even gone so far as to move my captured video into that area as well, the stuff that's off of my camera card. So I've already at least copied files and created this main system for storing everything. That's going to come in handy in just a few short minutes. We'll put that away and come back to new project. This is what we're focusing on, and we'll hit that tab. I just need to give it a name. I'll use uppercase B-roll sequence since that's the one we're doing. I'm assuming this is the project where we shot the B-roll in class the other day. And I'm going to now pick a location. Where will Premiere Pro put this project file? And this is a crucial decision. You've got to make sure you route this file to the right place. This is the master or the home page file of your entire project. It contains the sequence information, the names of your clips, the way you've organized your bins, and all of that important information. And I'm going to tell Premiere to put it on my hard drive in that place that I just showed you. So I already prepped that. Tele5560 is the name of my drive. It's in my Premiere Edit Projects folder, 2014. You should know exactly where we're headed, back to the month of September, 09. And I've already got the B-roll sequence master set up, and within it, notice I've got project, capture, video sources, graphic, and so on. Well, this is a project file, so it's going to go right here. I just open project files. It's the 001 folder. I hit choose. Now that's where Premiere is going to set that. If I had to set up scratch disks, I would use this tab right over here, but this is really related to capturing videotape, and we're not going to do that in this class, or you should never have to, since you've got all your video on the card. If you did have to do that, you could browse over to the Capture Scratch folder, right? It's there, and I could say, yeah, use that as my place to capture video. In fact, I'd go so far as to choose the videotape section there. The other ones I can just set as same as project, and they're probably going to be okay, but that's the main thing is your captured video and audio. I would separate that out and put it on the Capture Scratch disk. Again, you're using the cards, you shouldn't have to deal with that. Once I hit OK, there we are. We're in the editing app and it has launched. It shows me the bin that I have created, my sort of starting bin, and I'm in the project window with the interface all laid out in front of me. The next step from here would be organizing some bins in the project and then getting ready to import. There's one other quick thing I'm going to do just to wrap up this tutorial is I'm going to go ahead and start my sequence. I'm going to create a base sequence that I'll be using to cut my shots together. So all I'm going to do is look down to this new item tab. I can tap that and it'll say, well, what do you want? A new file, an adjustment layer? You see all the other things I can pick. And I want right off the top a new sequence. So I'm going to pick that one. And it's going to give me a list of settings. This could be a little maddening when you first see this. This little screen opens and it says, all right, pick which one of these millions of camera settings or sequence settings you want. And these have to do with video compression and the resolution of the shots, whether it's HD or standard definition, whether it's in DV, whether it's AVC HD. As you can see, you open one folder and a bunch of others open up. Here's what you ought to do. When you create that first brand new sequence, you've got a new project, bunch of new stuff you've just shot with those cameras. Best thing to do, I'm closing all the other ones by the way, just so they don't clog it up. AVC HD. That's the encoding scheme we're using, or the codec. So let's open that up, and this should match pretty much what you're shooting out in the field. AVC HD, drop down to the 720p, if that's what your camera was set. You remember when we talked about that? Open it and go to the 720p 60. 720p 60. Down at the bottom within that 720p folder. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to call it B-roll sequence because I still want to use my slug where it says title of the sequence. I'll put that in, and then when I hit OK, it's going to lay a sequence down in that timeline. It's blank. I haven't put any clips in it, but at least it's there, that starting place to receive. And then the next step, and notice it also put this little sort of icon up here to show me that that's a sequence. It's a collection of clips that I'm going to edit. I can put it in list view, and I just see the name right there. So the next step would be just to import my B-roll right into that bin, and that's what the next tutorial is going to cover.